Hey, what's up guys? It's Quinn from Cichlid Bros. So the purpose of today's video is we're actually going to go check on my 4 classroom aquariums. I have not been able to access my aquariums for 17 days. The reason for this is due to the ongoing coronavirus pandemic. Teachers have not been granted access to their buildings because they are cleaning them and doing the proper things that need to be done to make sure that schools are safe when we do resume classes. It has presented a unique challenge for myself because I have to keep 4 aquariums up and running and keep the fish healthy while I am not there. So I do have some auto feeders set up. I have some automatic lights. My classroom does get some natural light as well, which helps. Whenever you haven't seen your fish and your aquariums for over 2 weeks, it's kind of a nerve-wracking thought, you know? So I really don't know what to expect. Hoping for the best. So I kind of just want to take you guys along on this journey and we'll see how it goes. If you have not done it already, please hit that subscribe button down there and let's dive right in. Alright guys, so I made it to the building. Walking down the hallway to my classroom here. Hoping for the best. Alright, here we go. Moment of truth. See him in there right there? Alright, all the lights are on, that's a good sign. Starting with the 75-gallon show tank. All right, looks like they're alive.
High five.
Here we got the Jack Dempsey, looking good. Convict in the background, and then you got the Green Terror. All right, I apologize for the dirtiness that's gonna be cleaned up today. Glass is pretty cloudy, there's another convict. Oh, there's the Salvini. And the other convict. As you can see, the tank is pretty filthy. It's gonna take a lot of maintenance by myself today. Gotta clean the glass and definitely got a gravel vac. It's kind of one of the problems with having the automatic feeders. All right, let's keep this tour going. The 29-gallon fry tank. Oh yeah.
Yeah, baby.
There's some Jack Dempsey fry in there with some smaller giant Danios. Looks like everybody's alive and well. This is just a temporary tank for them. It is much too small to hold them long term. Moving on here to the flower horn. Looking healthy. Oh yeah. This is Felix the flower horn. It is about a year old. Looking good. And now lastly, we're gonna go to the 20 long that holds a firemouth, some glowfish, and some red serpe tetras. There you got the firemouth. He rarely comes out. Very skittish. I know that the glowfish are not the ideal tank mate, but my students love them, and the idea was hoping to get the firemouth to come out a little bit more. So yeah, 0 fatalities, 17 days. That's great news.
Victory!
All right, so now I'm gonna have to do some maintenance on these tanks, get them all cleaned up, and we'll see what they look like after.
hours later.
Alright guys, so I got the tanks cleaned, did the water changes, and already the fish are a lot more colorful and coming out. Check out the green tear just posing right in the middle for us. Alright, so real quickly I'm going to run through how I keep these tanks up and running when I'm not here, starting with the auto feeder. So you can see up here I have the Zacro auto feeder. I have it set to feed them just one time. I believe it's at 8 a.m. And the key here is you don't want to overfeed. So you're not really trying to feed them the optimal diet. You're kind of just trying to get them to make it through the long absence. The reason for this is because if you do overfeed, that's what can really compromise your water parameters. And actually I had to dial it back just a little bit because there was quite a bit of excess food from the previous 2 weeks. I also added in a bubbler. This is just a backup to make sure that the water stays oxygenated. And I do have everything powered on this timer power strip right here. So you can see up top it's on the Monday setting and it's on the auto setting. So basically at 8 a.m. the lights will turn on and at 3 p.m. the lights will turn off. Everything else, since it is not on the yellow plug-in, will stay on the entire day. Alright, now moving on to the 29 gallon. Nice and clean. After a good water change, the fry are a lot happier seeming, and they did just get a little bit of food. So I did set up the Eheim auto feeder. I really like these auto feeders. They're super simple to set up, and you can really adjust the feeding amount, which really works for all different types of tanks. I have the Eheim auto feeder on the 55 gallon and then the 20 long down there as well. We move on down to the 55 gallon. Here you got Felix the flower horn. As always, destroying my tank decor. They used to be a stack of rocks, but he's quite the renegade. So as I said, this one also has the Eheim auto feeder. And last but not least, we have the 20 long. Fresh off the water change. The glass is still a little dirty. I apologize for that. Let's see if we can find the fire mouth in here. It's typically hiding. But once again, we have the Eheim auto feeder on here. Oh, there's the fire mouth. It's right there. Alright, so there we have our 4 classroom tanks, freshly cleaned. Alright guys, so I'm all done with the maintenance. I just dumped in some frozen brine shrimp for the fish. All the tanks look much better. The water looks much clearer. Had a lot to gravel back. There's a lot of excess food in the 75 here. So I had to adjust the auto feeder, as I said earlier. Feel much better about it going forward. Once again, still not sure how long it'll be until I get back in here, but I feel good that they lasted the initial 2 weeks. I feel like it's gonna be okay. Hopefully the coronavirus dies down a little bit and we can go back to school. That would be the most ideal situation, but you know, it's kind of out of my control. So guys, we'll keep you posted on the classroom tanks and when I'm allowed back into my classroom. Everyone, please stay safe out there, and we'll see you next week.